give him no more of that juice.
We're gonna do.
Smash that thumbs up button, subscribe to our channel.
Peace. We are starting with tonight, Growing Up Hip Hop Season 6, episode 30 and 31, and we put it together because they ain't about nothing.
Yeah, let's get that out of the way.
Whoo, got my drink tonight. My belly full, because normally I'll be snacking doing our reviews because it's dinner time. We work and then come home and do this.
Yeah.
Okay, y'all. So it's after the wedding. TT and Sean, they're walking on the beach. They're in the afterglow of the wedding, and I guess because we all know he left right after the wedding. She talked about the message she got from Pep. And she said that she felt like the message was sincere. And Sean was like, okay, so she extended the olive branch. Now it's up to you to reach out. And then after that, they talk about, having another baby. Hopefully this time a girl. She wants a girl. You can't predict that. And then after that, they said they're going to adopt. So cute.
They're gonna have more babies and adopt.
She said they're gonna have one more. That was their plan. Have a girl, and then
I wasn't listening. I ain't gonna lie. I don't care.
Understandable. Brianna is at home cooking with Chris, who is TT's cousin.
I find this to be so weird.
Chris look way older than I thought. I don't know. I didn't think he looked that old. He looks way older than her.
Not just that.
He
he just doesn't, he's definitely not in her lane. It's just off. You know what I'm saying?
You know
what I mean?
Sometimes dudes like a little crazy.
It's not even that. I just feel like he couldn't possibly keep up with Brianna.
I think, and he let us know later on, he had already planned on being with her. And I don't know if he's doing that because he wanted to get on the show. You know what I'm saying? But I was just like, he looked like I went to school with him. I'm just saying, he didn't look
right. That's what I'm saying. I just don't see like him, like not for nothing. And it's not even a better than thing. It's a different lane thing. Like her culture that she's been exposed to is so different from him, who you said is older. But I'm like, so are you gonna be able to bring this dude around? Never mind. She was in crack houses and stuff. I'm giving her way too much credit.
Okay. She want to know how's his family going to feel about them two dating, and because she don't get along with the Peps, Pep, Egypt, Tretch, none of them.
So then why are you going down that road? It would just be easy to be like,
Right.
Well, like we were at the wedding and we had a little,
because I think that she likes to antagonize people. It's all a game to her, So
that's what I mean. I'm like, it ain't even like, I just don't feel like her and Chris had this like amazing connection. It was like, Chris was something to do while you was at the wedding in Florida and y'all are trying to make it into,
right.
I don't have another hour to waste. They got one more finale, right?
One more.
Because y'all are making shit up. I just don't.
Well, he tells her that she don't have to like Sam, because that's who she mainly has an issue with, but she does have to tolerate him because that's his family. Okay?
Exactly. I feel like that's how everybody should feel at this point. Everybody should be like, Egypt, you just do whatever your little heart desires. I don't fuck with Sam. You can bring him to the party. I'm still not gonna fuck with Sam. That's it. That's all. I didn't even know why everybody is so mad at this point. TT and Pep, like this whole shit was stupid. She could have just came to the wedding. and got rained on in the red tent.
Oh. Well, he said he had told Pep that this girl was gonna be in his life a long time ago. I was like, you was plotting. Exactly. So then he invites her to his grandma's 94th birthday party, and she says she don't know if she's gonna go, but of course she went. Jojo and Denise, they had dinner. He said he deciding to fight love with love.
Can I just say this before you move on to that?
Mm-hmm.
We have spent the last, 2-3 months
Mm-hmm.
discussing getting COVID testing and vaccinated as to not make grandma sick. And then y'all pile with these random niggas in that little bitty house and nobody got a mask on looking.
What supposedly they're vaccinated. Remember he said that?
Oh, and shit. How long they been in Miami?
I don't know, child.
They were at a party over here and what? At the wedding and.
But here's the whole thing with that. Even with them being vaccinated, we already know you can get it vaccinated. So
you can still get it.
And grandma,
and y'all got grandma in front of all these people. She didn't even look like she knew where she was. No, I'm just saying.
Oh, grandma.
That's how old she is.
Oh, she looked good though.
She looked good, and now I understand why TT was saying she wanted to make sure her grandmother was
there. Mm-hmm.
That part I understand now, but anyway.
Yeah.
I was just saying, y'all piled up in grandma's house like that?
Yes, child.
Like you inviting people, Brianna don't have to come.
TT had to come up with a reason. We know it wasn't grandma. Let's just say that. The whole reason why you had it in Miami and all of that, it was not because of grandma. The reason why you rushed the thing was not because of grandma. Grandma was an excuse that she used. Point blank.
I'm guessing she wanted to hurry up and have it done before taping was over with. So they could pay for it.
That's the real tea. That's the real tea. So Jojo and Denise, they having a romantic dinner. He had her in the hotel, everything all pretty and everything. It was cute. He said he want to help her feel confident as her role as his wife and a mother. She apologized. I don't know why she apologized for going through what she went through, but she was in denial about having depression postpartum. We had been saying it was postpartum, but she admit that that's what it was. Y'all know it, work through it. Y'all cute. Y'all was making it bigger than what it was. It's over. Especially
if you already know. I feel like we hear about the most severe cases of postpartum, and in the moment, because your hormones are you so used to your hormones being off whack for the last 9 months, after it's over with, you might be dealing with some version of postpartum and not even know that that's what it is, just because we hear about severe depression and severe cases of postpartum. There has to be like
she was just snappy.
She was, yeah.
You know, typical postpartum. I feel big. I'm moody. You know what I'm saying?
Right, that's what I'm saying. We hear about the very worst case scenario of somebody being so, and then when you think about it, I feel like we probably all do at some point, just for your hormones to go back, you know.
Girl, because I'm waiting for my baby to leave me.
Child.
How old is that boy?
That baby
that baby. That one doing all that talking and that weight ain't left me yet. Okay. Y'all help me out. And no, I'm not drinking that nasty tea that makes you stay in the bathroom. Okay.
I was just gonna say, well, I do have that tea out there.
So no, that tea ain't for me. Let me see. What happened now? TT and her mama meet up with Pep. Okay. Maureen had a cute little afro. That was cute. Maureen, that was cute.
It was cute.
She tell her, TT tells Maureen that she don't keep her sister in line.
What does that mean?
She said, You don't keep your sister in line, and Pep should keep Egypt in line. Well, who gonna check you, boo? Who gonna check you?
Listen,
He
who,
out of line
like, I
too.
can't remember my mother ever keeping her sisters in line. Like, I've never experienced that happening. I've seen a lot of stuff.
That's the old lady game.
Nobody put nobody else in line. That's not something I've ever seen. So.
Oh, I'm sorry, but that's the old lady game. Yeah. TT, you need to be checked too. So hush. Everybody need to be checked in this whole situation because you can be nasty too.
I want TT to stop acting like she didn't have no part to play in this too. Like that whole shenanigans of trying to keep him from getting engaged and all of that. You was doing too much and you was recruiting Rihanna to be in on it. So stop acting like you were just had nothing to do with it.
Right. She said Pep says her writing the letter was determined on whether she had a good dream or a bad dream. She had a good dream. She was going to write the letter and reach out. If she had a bad dream the night before, I guess she was just going to leave it as it is. So fortunately, she had a good dream. Okay. So she wrote her the letter. When Maureen said she didn't like the way Egypt had been acting towards TT, and Maureen had evidently reached out, text Egypt or said something about her attitude, and Egypt.
I don't see how that was supposed to go over well either. See?
Well, Egypt let it go. Pep said she was the bigger person. She let it go.
She absolutely is the bigger person because I know I am not. And so, let me get a text message and see how long it takes me to get over it.
Don't text her. Well, they says that Pep defends Egypt blindly, regardless. And Pep say, she do enable her because she feels guilty about being on the road. So a lot of times she do let Egypt get away with stuff.
I would say probably the majority of working mothers who feel like they're not there for their kids enough. That's why all these kids got PlayStations and that shit. At Christmas time where people be broke trying to buy it, you know what I'm saying? Because they gotta work all the time. So yeah, that sounds like a thing.
Well, they tell Pep she need to have a talk with Egypt.
But I mean, at the end of the day, Egypt is still a nice girl. So whatever you say, like the only thing wrong with Egypt is Sam. She's always so pleasant and positive otherwise. So don't try to act like she's a brat, you know what I'm saying? Like, because she's not.
Because we never saw that.
No.
Right. All right, y'all. So they're going to talk to Egypt later on. Lil Easy, Aaliyah, and their kids is out playing baseball, child. He talked about he gonna have this celebration for his dad. He's gonna have this party, this big celebration, and he's gonna invite everyone in the group. And Aaliyah wanna know how that's gonna work out if you bring Sequoia and Denise, and then Sam and Egypt and everybody else, and they beefing with Brianna, how that's gonna work out. He said he ain't thinking about that. You absolutely thought about it, but you and your wife have been bringing the BS the whole season, so that's why you're having the party. That's your role. You're the bitch.
I mean, at the end of the day, if y'all can't go to a party and stay the hell away from each other, then y'all don't need to go nowhere. At the end of the day, yeah, he's messy, but they should very well be able to go to an event and stay the hell away.
Let's see how Twist feel about that. Twist is still upset about his party. Speaking of him and his girlfriend, they on a picnic and he got Popeyes and Pinot. Okay. That was his little part and that was it. All right. Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Tell them about the picnic, y'all.
Bone Thugs and Harmony and 3 6 Mafia is getting ready for the battle. Is this the versus battle where the fight went down? Is that what they were getting ready for? Child. And then they had Flesh Bone. I said, is that Flesh? Is that because Flesh was locked up most of the time? Bone Thugs was out. Do you remember
That
that?
was a long time ago, though. That was 30 years ago.
But damn, Flesh, is good to see you. Now, Flesh Bone. I ain't see my boy Crazy though, because that was always my favorite, Crazy Bone.
Well, he was at the versus battle.
He was at the verses. I ain't see him there, but I ain't see Wish either. So I don't know. I just seen Flesh. And we didn't see Busy. Busy, he don't know how to act. He couldn't come on the show. Okay. Sequoia was there. You know, she came and met the guys and everything. And then her and Easy went in the back and they got to talking.
I just, now that I know the truth, I just don't support her anymore. I don't care.
Oh my goodness. It's not her
Sorry,
fault.
but she came in crazy like she was JoJo's daughter. Like, I wish she would have told the truth and then I would feel better about it. But I'm like, okay. Can you imagine if your father was on a TV show with his stepchild?
Not mine.
Now I'm side-eyeing, no. I'm side-eyeing JoJo now, though, like.
That's why I said JoJo let them do that. She asked him, did he go to the wedding? He said no. He said, first he said it was COVID, was probably the reason. Then he said, you know, him and TT had been crushing, you know, before Shine, and it was.
Is that how you remember that? Because that's not how I remember that.
Sean ain't not invite you because he worried about you. Have you?
Was TT crushing on him? Is that what?
No, he was flirting hard.
And she was like swerving him
the whole time.
TT was crushing on Romeo until she found out Romeo was crushing on Angela. So she let that go. Then she went on a date with homeboy, Quan, Ron, whatever. Ever since he messed up the Biggie verse at the Hip Hop Awards, we didn't see him no more. He came out with Young Thug. She went on a date with him.
I didn't, yeah.
And then Sean. That's it. Eric.
Boy, Eric, the way you remember stuff, boy. Child.
I mean, he made it into a thing where you wouldn't get invited to the wedding because of that. I'm sure Sean doesn't even remember any of that because that wasn't a thing.
And if he did, boy, Sean ain't one thinking about you.
Aaliyah, come get your man, girl.
Come on. She said she want to talk to Tanise at the party, so we'll see how that work out. Okay. We at the party. We at Pep Mom party. Okay. Brianna and Cuz show up. She was acting all bashful. I was like, girl, please.
See, that in itself, like, that's weird shit, what she was doing. Yeah. I was like,
Yeah.
So this man got you over the moon like that? Like, what you...
Okay. Pep, as soon as Pep seen her smile faded. I was like, yeah, you didn't expect that to walk up in your mama's house. I wouldn't expect that either. I'd have been like, the fuck?
What is she doing?
Right. He over there.
I think she handled it, to be honest, because that is her mother's house. Now y'all doing too much, and now I'm irritated.
Not in mine. No. I've been to say something.
Popcorn, please.
Somebody handed that girl a red cup, and I was like, that's the last thing she needed. Please don't give her nothing to drink, because we know all about the red cups, okay? And when she drank it, it was something strong, because you know they Jamaican, and they probably was getting it in too, and she don't need that. Not at my party, okay? So he basically called Pep over and tell him that they need to talk. But like you said, Pep handled it good, but her first question was like, shit, have y'all had sex yet? Because I'm trying to figure out
how much I should care.
Yeah, well,
I kind of don't care. Like, honestly, I really don't care.
Yeah.
But okay, cuz, if that's what you're trying to do. Yeah, like you said, keep an eye on her in the red cup.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me see what happened. She said her approach, when Brianna talked to Pep, she said her approach with Egypt was wrong and her jokes was insensitive towards Sam, even though, because she thought he was temporary. So that's why she was saying what she was saying. We all thought he was temporary though.
We're still
Nobody
shocked.
thought it was gonna last this long. Yeah. Then this girl got started talking about, she wrote about cuz in the journal months ago that was gonna be her man, and she told her father that she was gonna marry a West Indian man, and he had met her grandfather, and she gonna be a Denton. Pep was like, good luck with that. Okay, because ain't all that trying to be a Denton. I don't know why you trying to get up in here, because both of y'all
probably looking at her cousin because she knows. She probably looking at her cousin like, with him, this is okay.
Because she said, y'all, I know him and y'all gonna be buddies. But okay, girl. Okay, sis. Good luck.
Good luck.
Child, these two, Angela and Vanessa, child, they was out about to go see someone about freezing eggs. Okay. Angela want to do this because she said she ain't got no prospects of no husband no time soon, so she want to go do that.
I don't know why she doesn't just do it.
Vanessa talking about, you know, she was talking about getting hooked up. Vanessa talking about, my mama said she tried to hook you up. I was like, Vanessa, mama can't never hook nobody up with nothing. Well, why would you even say that? Because your mama hook you up with somebody. Mine's can't.
No.
Right.
She tried.
Right. So come on. Sam was at the studio with Lazy, okay? Us all know that he's the pen behind Egypt, in case you didn't know, okay? And he getting tired of everybody else getting the crowd, even though he writing all the lyrics, okay? And Lazy basically tell him, look, you gotta let your music speak for yourself, not this mess you out here doing. And Sam like, you know, he ain't sweating it because, you know, he know the justice system, okay?
I'm super irritated that Sam even got a scene with Lazy. I'm annoyed. I'm tired of Sam and he getting more and more ghetto in the way he communicates.
Oh my goodness.
Like who?
So then Egypt shows up, Lazy leave, and they go through that whole, I'm not going nowhere without you. I'm never gonna leave you. If you get locked up, I'm gonna stay here with you. And okay.
Stand beside him, girl. Stand beside him. That's your
Guess
man.
what, y'all? Angel, and what's that girl, Angela? Angela got good eggs, okay? She got some good eggs, and her uterus is good, and her and the doctor is gonna discuss if they gonna wanna wait or go ahead and freeze them eggs now, okay? And she might as well, they good. If they good, go.
That's what I was saying. I don't understand. Like, I feel like if I were her, I would just do it because this is the thing. You might, and probably more than likely, you will more than likely find someone, you know what I'm saying? And all of that stuff that you want to happen was more than likely gonna happen. It's just not happening right now because it ain't supposed to. But as a working woman and not having time, like everything she was saying, I was like, well, yeah, she's not out in the club and she don't go to a 9 to 5. And I'm sure it is hard to meet people, like, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But you meet people through other people. When it's supposed to happen, it's gonna happen. But it's just
don't freeze them so you can have them.
You don't want to wait until you're like 40 and then like,
right?
It's like you can't afford it,
right? Because the lady was talking about it's anywhere between 9,000 to 15,000, and you might have to do it twice. I was like, Angela, you walking around.
You got bags that cost that much. And I
Come
know
on.
people that are not anywhere near as wealthy as she is and it has done it. So,
Right.
you know.
Go on and do it. Child, they could have had this scene too. Savannah and Creed, they at the house. Creed,
Wasn't that random? I felt like everything was random. It was like a
it seemed like it was out of order. Like when they needed a filler, so they took something.
yeah, they were just grabbing random
earlier.
stuff.
Yeah, because she was just telling Savannah,
Like we still talk about the fight at Twist Party.
it was so random. And then Creed was sitting up there talking about you can't be using your hands and you need to how she was with Sequoia. And I was like, girl, you was just right there with her. So
But even with that, even like I can't see why Savannah and Sequoia and Creed can't be in the same place. Like y'all don't like each other, just don't interact with each other.
Right.
And ain't nothing happened that was that serious.
Well, at least Savannah let us know that she is going to counseling, and that's good. And we know when we find out, her issues run deep because she talk about being a kid at a game, and she said something smart to a little girl, and the mama thought she was talking to her and hauled off and slapped her in front of everybody. So I was like, she got a long-rooted issues, mama and daddy. So
can you imagine?
Not smacking. You hear that like, who the hell? I know you ain't talking to me. Don't
right, but not like
these people,
but
not actually do it.
Like that in front of that's
not
something
do it.
She will never forget that.
And she didn't. And she ain't counseling about it to this day.
But I mean, dang, if you would slap your child down in front of all those people, then what happens when the doors is closed?
Baby, that's why she ain't counseling. So Angela talking about this whole what she do with her friend Kalila, and Kalila let her know, I wish I would have did it at your age. I was doing the same thing. So here you go, girl, just do it. Now you talking about going to the sperm bank and all that. Now you know you ain't even gotta do all that. Somebody will donate some sperm to you, ain't even gotta do that. You could have hooked that up with a friend, but girl,
she's not even gonna have to do that. Like I think, like I said, she's just when you're a single mother, I think it's even harder because now you're looking like she said, if I'm dating you, I'm not playing, I got a kid. We're not gonna be bringing people in and out of my kid's life. So whoever she dating has to be on the same page. I get all of that. But while you've got the money and the, and
why they good, because in a couple of years, they ain't gonna be that good.
Right.
Man.
Then you'll be struggling with a different fertility issue trying to,
Yep. TT meet up with Egypt, y'all. They had a little small talk about the wedding and late and all that. Egypt getting her feelings for a second, talking about, well, she ain't met the baby. Well, why you ain't met the baby, so it is what it is. TT
I felt like in that conversation, Egypt again was the more mature of the two. I don't know, like TT's whole air, you just never want to hang out with her again, nothing, just because like y'all can't go shopping. Why hasn't she met the baby? Like TT, you carrying this shit so far.
But ain't none of them met the baby but the brother.
But I think that's weird and it's not that serious. She could have in that moment just been like, Egypt, I love you to death. We can go back to doing things the way we did and that's fine. I don't fuck with Sam.
Period. And hopefully that's where they at this point, since they all back cool. So hopefully that's where they at. Because they do that.
Did you see how they sat up there and blame all that on Pep?
Yeah.
Huh?
Child.
Even her and Sam was talking about, well, we roll more with how her father does things than how
that's
her
what
mother
he
does
said.
things. Really? After
and
she
didn't let
her house?
Stay in her house, exactly. Y'all got a lot of nerve. Child, I can't. They just did a lot of back and forth and they ain't come to no agreement. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, first of all, Chi wasn't open to it. She was getting on my nerves. I was like, what do you want this girl to do though? You
bow
grown.
down and kiss her feet.
I'm looking
See
at
her.
TT. You a grown ass woman, and she still look like a little girl.
Yep, TT sees
what
her
do you-
as a little
come
girl.
on.
That's why she not, that's why she not giving in. She see a little girl when she see her. She want her to kiss her butt. And Sam is not going nowhere at this point. So it is what it is.
So yeah, so let that go.
Mm-hmm. Let me see. That's basically it, because they just agreed to disagree. Okay. Egypt tells Sam about the talk. Okay, he want to know who won, who left most upset, because he messed up all in the head. And basically they sat up there and just talked, and he told them that, look, I talked to my lawyer. The court was delayed again. This time he might get less time, but he don't know yet. And she say, look here, I ain't got time for all this. I'm trying to elope, okay? And
I don't believe that was her idea either, but okay.
oh my
I feel like
goodness.
her and her puppet master playing that behind the scenes, and then found the right moment for her to.
Her and Pep?
No, her and him.
Oh, okay. Well, we already know that's what they did, y'all. But he had to do the whole little spiel. I don't want people to think that I want you to marry me before I go to prison. It's all on me and blah, blah, blah. We already know. That's how it ends. It's season finale.
Sam is always acting. He writes his own script.
He does. He does. Next week we're gonna see get married. They're gonna act like Pepper's gonna try to stop it, but we saw the picture. She was right there, and she was a willing participant. So
she might as well at this point.
I mean, you done had them living in the house and doing everything else. Ain't no point in acting like you want to call it off now. That's just ridiculous. Oh, I'll be glad.
And maybe if she had a little bit more backbone in the beginning with that situation, things would have turned out differently. But you can't. You welcomed him into your house. After that happened, then
And that's growing up hip hop. And I don't know if this boy gonna come down. He up there listening to some loud music. Can you hear it? Because
Smash that thumbs up and smash that channel.
he's playing a video game, and it's
okay.
I'm done with it.
Say bye.
Bye. Smash that thumbs up.
Bye, y'all.